And that is European football for United's 23-24 season all wrapped up. We bow out of the UEFA Champions League and European football altogether as we bottom our Champions League group with involving Bayern Munich, Copenhagen and Galatasaray. We needed to win this game and deliver Bayern their first Champions League group stage loss in 7 years, and we needed a draw between Copenhagen and Galatasaray, but we lost here and there was a result that wasn't a draw over in the other game, which meant we finished bottom of our group. Bayern and Galatasaray go through. Bayern and Copenhagen go through. Galatasaray go to the Europa League. We are out. We've had our chances. That's all I can say about this Champions League campaign. We've had our chances. We weren't necessarily terrible today. I thought we were terrible on the goal we conceded, but we actually weren't necessarily terrible today. Our attacking structure was very, very different, and it actually looked quite good in areas. And we actually did attack the game and make Bayern a bit nervous at times at the back. But all you can say is we had our chances this group stage. 2-0 up against Copenhagen, lost. 2-0 up against Copenhagen again, drew. 2-0 up against Galatasaray, lost. 3 goals against Bayern Munich, lost. You can't... The amount of goals, I mean... We scored that many goals in this group stage. It was absolutely absurd. And to score that many and not even get out of the group, I mean, I'm quickly taking a look at the table here. We scored 12 goals. We had the equal most amount in our group. We conceded 15. So Copenhagen went through with 8 goals scored and 8 goals against. We finished bottom with 12 goals for and 15 against. Our defence was just an absolute shambles this Champions League. It has been all season, to be fair, but, I mean, yeah, our defence, our midfield, just the entire structure of how we want to play football, the mindset, absolute bottle jobs, to be honest. Let's get into these player ratings. I mean, if this is a low score, like, I don't know how he's a 3.8. Like, I know Onana's had a bad season, right? But, let's not take the piss here. What did he actually do wrong today? His distribution was actually really good. He dropped into midfield late in the game, making some crucial passes into some late attacks. The goal we can't do anything about. That was just our centre-backs being uncoordinated. I don't know what Onana was supposed to do today. Like, he held up well against a strong Bayern Munich outfit. Dalot, probably a 6. Like, these lads... I don't necessarily think played poorly. We didn't actually play poorly today. I thought it was just a few players that cost us. Like Dalot going down the right wing actually looked really good linking up with Antony. He moved to left back in the second half because Luke Shaw had to come off injured, and he still looked fine. Like nothing wrong with Dalot today. Maguire, I'm gonna give him a 6.5. I'm giving him my man of the match. He played 25 minutes. He's still getting my man of the match. What the fuck does that tell you? Yeah, I thought he looked good, to be honest. Harry Maguire. I had no problem with him. He put in some crucial challenges. And to say that he only played 25 minutes and gets my man of the match is really saying something that I can't think of anyone else to give my man of the match to. Raphael Varane, 3. Okay, so this is where you can tell people don't actually watch football, right? This is where you can tell. 5.8 for Raphael Varane, right? The guy that cost us the goal. So Varane played well for the whole game. But when you lose a game 1-0 and he's at fault for the fucking goal, you think he probably gets a low score. I'm convinced the people who did these don't actually watch the game. Because Evans and Varane's communication was absolutely abysmal on Kane's ball through a Coman. Left Coman completely unmarked, onside, goal. Varane was at fault for the goal. Terrible. Luke Shaw, 6. Nothing wrong. Played well down at left back, defended really well, went forward really well, and yeah, looked much better than he did against Bournemouth. Had to come off at half time. He better be okay for Liverpool. Amrabat, I'm giving him a 6 out of sympathy because how the fuck can you play midfield when you've got Scott McTominay alongside you? Bruno was the deepest midfielder today. Bruno, he's our number 10. McTominay was at number 10, but he didn't actually fucking produce anything. Like, it's just wild how he stayed on the pitch for 90 minutes. One. Abysmal. Like, so bad. I'll say it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. That game against Chelsea, where he scored those 2 goals, I said, I'm happy he scored the 2 goals. He deserves my man of the match. But he cannot keep playing in midfield for us. We play with 10 men when he is on the park. Kobbie Mainoo came on for 10 minutes and he's going to get in the Player of the Year votes. He was brilliant. Bruno Fernandes, 6. I mean, out of sympathy of Erik Ten Hag's tactics to play McTominay higher up the pitch and Bruno in a deeper position, he tried to do everything. That 6 is out of sympathy. Because what can Bruno actually do? Like, genuinely. Anthony, I'll give him a 6. Like, commentary I was listening to, the Australian broadcast, was roasting Anthony for these little backflips and everything. He looked really good linking up with Dalot and Wan-Bissaka down that right wing. I thought he's looked so good lately. I thought it was another good game by Anthony. I'm giving 6s because it was only a few people that cost us. Garnacho. I'm probably going to give Garnacho a 5, to be honest. I didn't think he was amazing, but again, I don't think he was terrible. I still just think he couldn't really find his feet in a game like this. Mazraoui had him in his pocket. Yeah, it wasn't amazing from Garnacho. Rasmus, 5. Like, he didn't get service, but I think he still probably could have done a little bit better in the link-up. Evans, same as Varane, 3. Evans and Varane were at fault for the goal. Coordination was abysmal. Communication was abysmal. They were both marking the same player, which left Coman unmarked. Harry Kane dropping deeper just brought both of them completely out of position. And yeah, to have 2 older, more experienced players being that jumbled up in that situation was just really awful to see. Wan-Bissaka, 6. 7. Like, he's not getting my man of the match or anything, but he's come off the bench and he was our most quality looking player. Like, he played 10 minutes, so he might get some Player of the Year votes, but I can't give him man of the match. I know I'm giving Maguire man of the match from 25 minutes, but you know. Ten Hag. This was a tactical decision to play McTominay as the number 10 and Bruno in a deeper role, and it was just beyond me. Is he preparing for the weekends? Is he preparing to play McTominay as the number 10 at Anfield because we've got no Bruno? Like, if the midfield on the weekend is... Because I think Eriksen's back available. Just play Mainoo and Amrabat. And as the number 10, don't play McTominay. Have someone with some technical ability. Play fucking Hannibal for all I care. Play Pellistri. I'm just going through players we can play. Martial. Honestly, play Martial as the number 10. I don't care. But Eriksen should be back. Play him in that game with Amrabat and McTominay. Don't you dare play McTominay at Anfield. We'll get abysmal. Abysmal. That's not even a word. What am I on about? The attacking structure I found today was really strange from Ten Hag. With Varane playing at left back, Shaw as a left mid, Garnacho as a left winger, with one centre back at times, and that was either Maguire or Evans, depending on when they were on. It was a really odd attacking structure from Ten Hag, and it worked a lot of the time. But then defensively, when you're playing McTominay as a number 10 and Bruno in the deeper role, that offensive structure of playing those midfield positions, it's basically, it backfires when we have to defend, because Amrabat cannot hold a midfield all by himself, so it's got to be a 3 today from Ten Hag. He coached a loss. I'm going to submit my vote. I have no idea who man of the match is going to be. 0 idea. Oh. Like, the Varane selection was good, and he played well for most of the game, but when you're at fault for a goal that we lose 1-0 in, I don't know what to say. Whoever voted for that is just sick in the brain, I think. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. We're out of the Champions League, and we've got Anfield on Monday. See you next time.